On the 14th of May, William Green walked in chains to the gallows where he was to be hung for a crime he did not commit. A large crowd of people had gathered to watch his execution, and as he trudged his way to the gallows, flanked on each side by armed guards, these frightened and angry people shouted, some threw stones. He had failed them, failed his family, betrayed his brother, and now as he climbs the first steps up to the stage where his final curtain will fall, he was greeted by a familiar dark smile atop it. The sheriff of Newport, the man who framed William for a crime he himself committed with such glee. The sheriff's face twisted into the smuggest grin, as he looked down upon the disheveled broken man, who once tried to hinder his extrajudicial pleasures, tapping something in his pocket as he passed. William, standing on the platform, had the rope placed round his neck by the sheriff, who proceeded to read out his crimes and vilify him to his former friends and neighbors. He couldn't help but see the disgust creep across the people's faces as they listened. He heard well the sheriff's attempts at hiding his joy as he sentenced him to be hanged. On the vast empty desert horizon, past their small town, he had thought he saw the glint of metal, but he was mistaken. He had hoped that his brother could have forgiven him, and would ride across the countryside and come and save his baby brother one last time. But there was to be no forgiveness for him. Perhaps if his own brother was happy to leave him to die alone, then he truly deserved to die in spite of always trying to do the right thing. The sheriff gave a nod to the executioner and the floor beneath dropped. The world around him began to get more and more narrow. Yet, he still kept his eyes towards the horizon, hoping till the last minute for some kind of redemption. Then he saw it, a blurry figure moving closer and closer. It was him. William struggled back and forth, trying to get out of the noose, desperate to catch even a single breath, as the world around him flashed in and out of focus, the colors blending together till the world became unrecognizable. Finally he came to a halt, the world cleared. Then he saw with absolute certainty his brother, with a smile full of forgiveness and brotherly love. The brother walked up close to William and lightly touched his mouth, as the world around him faded to black. The last words in a faint death rattle could only just be heard leaving William's lips, "Thank you." A final look of peace in his eyes. The sheriff plucked a tooth from William's mouth with his pliers, and placed them both back in his pocket as he whispered back, "You're welcome."